Hello everyone, welcome to this video. My name is Georgiana. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you're gonna like it. I have the brushes right here because that's why you're here for. I'm going to show you how these work, if they're any good. I finished applying some makeup, but I didn't put mascara on my eyes because I'm not allowed to put any makeup on my eyes yet, actually. But I did break the rules so I can show you how these eyeshadow brushes work. And I hope you'll enjoy this video, and I also want to show you that it comes in a pouch as well, but you're gonna see that in a minute. So let's see what these can do. First of all, they come in this pouch like this. I'm going to look up the price because I don't remember exactly. I'm gonna put it on the screen here. Amazon has loads of great finds. I have loads of things from Amazon that I love and I use all the time, including my big makeup kit that I have next to me. This is this black thing you can see here next to me. I have my makeup in, and it's like a bag that I carry with me in the kitchen if I want to put my makeup there or here, whatever. But I can speak in another video about other things that I got from Amazon that I love. In this video we're gonna focus on this. So it comes with this pouch like this. It looks very cute. It also has this little logo here on both sides, and it says Ducare on. It feels nice, soft. It's not leather, it's just plastic or polyester. And inside you have the brushes. Sorry for the helicopter noise, but I don't want to stop each time one passes because there are gonna be loads probably. And I have a bunch of brushes here. Let me see. One of these little sachets that can keep stuff dry in there. And it also comes with a little instructions, a little like that shows you what each brush is for. So there are 4 brushes meant for the face, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meant for eyes. I am going to present each one to you. It has a beautiful shade of red. Each brush has Ducare on it with a number on. So you have this one that's angled like that, and it has this inscription on. It says Ducare and with the number on. Then we have one like that. Again, these are synthetic. This one looks like that, and again inscription with brown or golden brown, you can barely see it. And I'm just gonna show you how dense they are. It's quite dense. One hair is sticking up here, I already see it. Not a good start. I'm just gonna have to cut it with the scissors. So far the other ones were synthetic, and this one I think it's goat hair because it smells like goat. And if I'm not mistaken, it says on Amazon there at the description that some are goat hair or pony hair or something like that. This is this one. Now the eye ones. This is one for applying just eyeshadow, and I think it's synthetic. This is another one, looks to me like for blending. I think you could blend eyeshadow and cream products with this too. I would use it, or those type of jumbo pencils, you know. This just seems synthetic to me as well. This one is more precise, a bit smaller. This one looks to me like for smudging under the lower lash line. A bit smaller. Again, I don't think it's synthetic. It's just very firm. Not too firm, not too soft. So I think they're gonna be really good. And this is with a spoolie at the end. At the other end, and it has an angled finish like that. It looks quite firm to me. I don't know how good this would be as an eyeliner brush, but for eyebrows certainly a good brush. It looks quite firm, but we'll see. Okay, this is the spoolie. And the last one is a pointy kind of flat little detailed brush like that. And again, it's quite firm. They look promising so far, and look at the beautiful red that they all have. So I haven't used them so far. I have washed them though, and they wash really well. No hair fell out, no, they don't stink or anything, because I had another brush. Actually, I just remember that I got another one separately that looks exactly like this, also from Ducare. It looks exactly like this in terms that it's the same color. So I thought, oh, that would complete the set that I got, this set. But that one, when I washed it, it's just the dye came off. It's a black brush. I'm gonna grab it and show it to you. And it also stank like a wet dog or a wet wild animal. I don't know, it just really stank, and no way I'm going to use that one. But these washed really well. And I also got another 2 or 3 sponges with that brush separately, and 2 of them the dye runs off from the sponges. The dye just comes out, and as much as I rinsed them, the dye kept coming out of the sponges. I actually have them in a bag because I want to keep them separately, not to use them and not to stink up. Now it just smells normal, but this is the brush I'm talking about. It's also from Ducare, and it looks really cute, doesn't it? That's why I got it. I thought, oh, this on the go as a travel brush looks really nice. It's soft, you know, if you think about it. I mean, if you see it in action like this, you would think, wow, what a brush. But when I washed it, this stank, and this being black like this, the dye came out, and no way it would stop coming out of the brush, the dye, as much as I rinsed it. And I also got 3 sponges from Ducare. 2 are these ones, and another one that's black. The black one, when I washed it, it was fine, no dye came out of it. I actually used it once since then, and I'm going to show it to you. But these 2, the dye comes out, it says Ducare here, and on the pink one as well it says Ducare. But yeah, I would never use that. I'm going to put them in the bin after filming this video. I just kept them to show them to you. To be honest, that's why I bought it, because I thought it would just add with this set that I got really well, but it just wasn't meant to be. And this is the Ducare black sponge that it's alright. I washed it, no dye comes out of it. It's actually really good when I apply my makeup with it. This is dry. And just so you can compare, I have the original beauty blender here in black as well. So this is Ducare, and this is the original beauty blender. I would like to compare them and just apply on one side of the face with Ducare and one side with this. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see them compared side by side, original beauty blender with the Ducare one. But let's just move on and just review the brushes, because this is the video that you came for. Okay, so I've been loving to apply the foundation by Terry, which is like a stick foundation. So I'm going to be using this brush to apply that on my face. I don't know, I just don't have the scissors here. Oh, I just managed to remove this hair. Okay, that's not very promising, but it looks like good quality, so we'll give them a chance and see what I think about these brushes. I'm going to be applying the by Terry Nude Expert Duo Stick, and I'm going to be applying it with this brush. I first corrected the redness in my cheeks with the corrector. I'm gonna just write it in the description below what I've used. And this is the stick that I'm going to apply like I usually do when I use this, which is most days lately. Oh, it smells so nice, this foundation. I haven't reviewed it on my channel. I wanted to, but I was a bit miserable, to be honest, lately because of my eye problems, and I still don't want to put mascara yet. I'm gonna leave it until a few days later to do that. And let's see. Feels very soft, to be honest. These rings are going beep 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 beep. What does that? Oh my god, I'm just gonna remove this ring that makes such a big noise. Much better. It was driving me crazy. I'm gonna put it after, right? I'm not going anywhere anyway because this is full lockdown here, but just to feel good in my mind, it makes me feel better if I make an effort, you know. Okay, I do usually tap like that even if I use a sponge. Normally I use a different brush for this, which happens to be also Ducare. It's another brush that I can show to you. Actually, I'll show you that on the other side as well, and I'll tell you how this feels as well, because that's what I use every day, the other brush that I got. And that one I used it because I've been using that. This one I haven't. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so dry here. I have patches of dryness because I had a little spot here and I put a bit of gel for spot, you know, to heal it, and it's just made my skin dry around it. So I like how this blended out this foundation. I really like it. It's soft but yet very firm. I really like it. I see no difference between this and another of brushes, another brush that's more expensive. I don't know why I can't talk sometimes. So I think it's really good. I'm very impressed with this brush so far. And you see, it just has enough movement. I don't know if you can see, but at the same time it's quite firm, and I could see myself using this for under the eyes as well a bit when I'm lazy, you know, because that happens sometimes. Yeah, I do like how this blended my foundation. I am gonna add a little bit more because I have a bit more redness here on my cheek, so I'm just gonna tap. I love it. It's a good brush. And let me show you the other brush that I've been using before this foundation dries up in my pores. This is the one I'm talking about. It's a ginormous, as you can see the difference between them, but it's Ducare, this one. And to be honest with you, I got it with those two sponges that I just showed you, and actually three, the black, the pink, and the orange sponge, and it came in a pack with this. And I also was impressed with the color, this powdery pink like that, kind of peachy. Actually it's more peachy, it's a powdery peachy, in between peachy and pink color. And it says Ducare like that here, and it's very dense, as you can see the difference between them there. This is what I've been using to apply my foundation lately, this exact foundation. I have a hair here, and it's really good. I love it. So I'm going to use this other brush since it's also Ducare, and you can see why I like it. Well, it does just as good of a job as this one actually. I really like that brush, and this feels soft on the skin as well. And it has a bigger head like that, and so it just covers more. It's easier to be faster with this, and that's why I've been using this. I do like to use my beauty blender and just sponge in general, I do, but most of the time I actually reach for the brush because I don't have to wet it, you know. I just grab it and I just tap or dab, however is correct, and it does the job very well. I think I also blended my concealer once with this. I don't do much lately because I'm not going places except the supermarket, so I mostly just put some foundation, concealer, and bronzer and blush. I didn't even put makeup on the eyes lately because I couldn't, and I still won't put mascara today. I'll stop with the eyeshadow. Please forgive me, but I'm just afraid to do that because I've been advised not to continue, not to put makeup on my eyes yet, and yet I'm kind of breaking the rules a little bit with some eyeshadow, just because I want to test those eye brushes. Just does a really good job, this brush, and I just really like how this sorts out my foundation blending out. Just correcting under the eyes a bit. I'm going to be using this brush because I assigned for each brush a task. So this one, oh my god, this is just gonna be, oh my god. I'm going to post underneath what I've used if you're interested. This is the Becca powder. My god, this is just so finely. Oh, I've just crisped my concealer, I think. Oh, it's soft. It's very soft and nice on the skin. I'm just taking a bit more. Let me get rid of this one. I mean, it's not anything that I don't like about this brushes so far. The one for foundation and the one for powder. Does smell a bit like goat hair, I would say. And just so you know, just gonna put a bit here as well, in the middle of my forehead, not to be too shiny. A bit here. This is where I get shiny. There, and here. So this brush I like. I mean, I could use it for contouring the nose as well, probably, or here. I could use it for blush as well. This is a soft brush. I do like it. I'm going to put the bronzer using the angled brush. I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula for that. I love this bronzer. I didn't get it for a long time. I think I have it for a month and a half or something like that. It smells like coconut though, just so you know. It has fragrance. It's for a long time on the market, but I haven't discovered it until now. And this is the lightest shade, I think. Soft brush, this as well. Quite firm. So I think it wouldn't be suitable for blush. I think it would just plop a lot of product. That's why I assigned the task for the bronzer for this one. I like the fact that it's angled. It's quite a chunky monkey of a brush. And I do like chunky monkeys brushes. Chunky monkeys? I mean, chunky brushes. Just contouring a bit, not contouring, just bronzing the nose really. I like to do this as well, especially when I don't wear makeup at all. I do this with the bronzer, like that. By the way, I like this brush. It's soft. I don't know if, are there gonna be any brushes that I don't like? I'm not sure. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. I do like the bronze stage. Okay, just a little bit like this. Yes, I like this brush. I know I smell it, but I like this brush as well. Now I'm going to use the rounded one for the blush, I thought, because it's quite soft. Yeah, blush. I'm going to apply a powder blush, even though I think I could just tap cream product in as well if I really want to, but I'm just gonna go with the MAC Sunbask. This is one of my favorites for a long time. I have it for a long time. I don't know if it's expired or not, probably yes, but it's in the cheeks, it's not on the eyes, you know, so I didn't have any problem with it. Gonna take a little bit. I usually go in like a desperate with the blush. Let's see. Packed a lot of blush there, didn't it? Maybe I don't need any more, I don't think. I'm just gonna go with what I have here. Yeah. I don't know if I would use this to apply blush with. That's what I want to say. I like the brush. I think it's soft, this chunky monkey, how I like to call them. But maybe bronzer, I would use it for bronzer because it's quite, it's just throws a lot of product in the same place, even though it would have, I thought it would have been better than the angled one for blush, but I don't know if I would use it for blush. Maybe a cream product actually, I think, and just tap it, you know. But as a brush, as quality in the brush, I do like the brush. Really good brush. Now I'm gonna move on to the eye brushes. I'm going to be using the Pat McGrath that I have for a while, and I don't use this enough actually. So first I'm gonna probably do the eyebrows actually. Let's just do the eyebrows first, and then we'll dip our brush into this wonderful palette that I don't use very much. I have some Wonderful Brow from Rimmel, and I'm going to slightly do that, and actually not slightly but a lot more. Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. I want to use this, you know, so I'm just gonna comb the excess, maybe just use the spoolie. It's quite hard, the spoolie, for my liking actually. Yeah, let me compare it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills spoolie. This is softer, this is harder. It actually feels cheaper, the spoolie, you know. It's harder, it's not as soft as Anastasia Beverly Hills dual thingy brush. So that is established. A bit harder, but still a good spoolie. That doesn't mean that you cannot use it because you don't have to press and stuff. It's not that hard. I found that other spoolies that I had, they could be harder than this. Harder, I mean more rough. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Rougher. Is that the word? I hope so. I know. I'm not gonna put anything on the brows because I'm sure it's gonna work fine on the brows. What I wanna see is if it works as an eyeliner, because that's more of a test for it. Because for the brows, for sure it's gonna work. I'm sure of it, because it's a good, it looks like a good brush, you know, a bit soft in the sense that I can wiggle it left and right quite easy. Let me compare it again with the Anastasia actually for that too. Oh no, I can wiggle the Anastasia as well, but and it's just as thin actually, if not Ducare, it's a bit thinner when I look like that. Let me just put, usually I just start with the crease. So I'm going to use this blending creasy thingy brush. I'm going to dip it into the one of the colors, the brown one. Doesn't matter, you're here for the brushes. Okay, and I'm gonna try and use every brush that I have and just see. Oh, I took too much. I need to put it on the other eye. So far, it's I don't know, let me see. It's soft, I can say, on the skin. Feels nice on the skin. It doesn't scratch me or anything like that. It's quite precise and compact. So I would put this in like for more detailed crease, like lower, you know, when you go with the darker color. It feels nice, it feels soft, and it did blend well, even though it's not as fluffy as I would prefer it to be for my crease usually. The upper crease, you know, because I call this as an upper crease because I have hooded eyes and I have this upper crease that gives me the illusion that I have more of a space, you know, and that's my upper crease. And the lower crease, I call it here in the fold of the eye, immediately in the fold of the eye, and this would be more for the fold of the eye, I would say. It's not a bad brush. It's actually a good brush if you use it right. It's soft. I think it's a really good brush. It reminds me of Morphe M139 actually that I have here, M139. This is one of my favorite brushes because it's just, you see, I would like to compare it actually. This one feels softer than this, but this is one of my favorite brushes because it just fits perfectly for me in this inner, in the fold of the eye, you know, so I love this brush, and this reminds me of this brush, and I think it's though I think that's softer actually. Now that I've just had that on my eye, it has more of a movement, this one, and makes it easier. Whereas this one is a bit, it just seems like it has less bristles, and it feels like, how can I describe it? I would prefer this one over this one, but if I wouldn't have this one at hand, this could do the trick with a bit more just carefully blending, you know, and taking a bit more time probably with this one. But it's not a bad brush. It's pretty good, especially for the price. Okay, I don't know if that helps what I just did here with this brush. Actually, I could try this with the darker color to see if my theory proves right in the crease here. And I hope my eyes will be alright after this. And I'm gonna take a darker color, it's like a dark plum. And I think again I took too much. I think it picks up a lot of color just because it's so compact actually. And it doesn't have as many bristles as the Morphe one, by the way. I think like it's less bristles, and that's why it feels like that. Let's see, so if I put the product there, in that fold, how I said that it would be better. Yeah, I think it works better like that. You'd have to do little circles though to properly blend it because it doesn't have a lot of bristles, but you can see it just blended really well. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I forget to put my phone on silent when I film a video, because apparently someone always calls me whilst I film. There you go. This is how it looks like, and it looks really nice, and this does such a good job on the immediate fold. Immediate fold, I don't know if that makes sense what I'm saying here. It picked up a lot of product though, that's the thing. Just gonna establish where that fold is, and with my eyes open I'm just gonna wriggle the brush. This is how I do it. I close it from time to time like that, just to bring the product here. Just gonna bring it a bit in the V, upper V like that, and trying to blend it I mean, not trying, it does a good job. Not that I'm struggling, but I'm just saying, like, it's just actually really easy in the fold there. It just, that's the brush for the fold, I would say. Even though you saw it blended the upper crease as well. I love all the brushes, don't I, so far, except the spoolie. It's a bit too harsh or harder or stiff, I don't know, compared to a spoolie, like how I would prefer compared to Anastasia, for example. But it's not a bad spoolie. I'm just comparing what I have and what I like, so you can get a bit of an idea if in case you have the same products as a reference, you know. And I'm going to take this larger eyeshadow one. I'm gonna pop it into the same color that I got in the upper crease. The same color, I'm just gonna go with that. I just don't see the color on the brush. I'm trying to pick up here and I don't see it picking up the color on the brush. Am I blind or something? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, let me see. Okay, I hope no fallout will happen here, because let me see what I did, because my mirror is quite far out, quite blind apparently. Yeah, I can see the difference between this and that, so I did put color there, but very sheer and barely took the color, so it doesn't pick up color very well. Or I would use this with a cream eyeshadow, mostly this fluffy big eyeshadowy brush. I have brushes similar to this. It's just nothing special, it's just an eyeshadow brush. It feels a bit scratchy at the finger actually if you do it like that, but when you actually apply, it's soft, you know, it's fluffy. So I think it would also work for cream eyeshadow. If you take a bit of cream eyeshadow, put it on your hand, just put it a bit like that, and then tap this with this, or even blend it out as a smoky eye upwards, like for a sheer kind of effortless look. This would do the trick for cream eyeshadow. This would do that, I think, for sure. I'm just gonna do that with the other eye, just so we can have some symmetry. Would also be good for blending out here in the crease. It's that fluffy enough, you know. Or yeah, or even here I would use this, to be honest, when I want to blend out, so I can create a smoky effect lower, like on the lower lash line, and diffuse that product. But yes, it's a good brush, this too. Will I say it's a bad brush about any of them? Hopefully not. Now I'm gonna take the littler one for the eyeshadow. It's more precise, and I am going to put a darker color maybe, so I can test it out. Again, I think cream eyeshadow would work for this too, because again, it feels quite scratchy actually when you do that with the finger. Very dense, soft enough. So I think tapping motions with cream eyeshadow would work best with this one too. Lower lash line, I think. Let's just do that maybe. I'll just put it in the darker shade that I got earlier to put here and in the crease. And I can't see where I took it. Okay, on the tip. It's a bit hard to see. And I'm going to place that on the lower. Yeah, see, I just placed it. I'm just holding it like that. Whoa, it's a lot of product that I need to blend that out with something else. And I can maybe use this one for the eyeshadow. Just use the smaller one for the smudging situation that I have, and I should have actually used that one all along. It feels a bit scratchy, this one actually, slightly scratchy. Oh yeah, that's just scratchier. Yeah, this one is the scratchiest. The scratchiest. But this, let me try and put a bit detail in there. Oh, this one works nice, you see, the one that I initially applied here, we were testing. So that's good for detailed, for laying out a darker color, or in the center like this, you know, if you wet the brush, it's really good. I've opened the window so I don't know if you can hear the seagulls and the cars. but this light, it just heats up my camera. It just switches off after a while, and that begins to be very annoying after it happens a few times. I'm just gonna take this first brush and just blend out a bit in a V like that. So that's a really good brush as well, the detailed, the less big eyeshadow one. I do like this one as well, but this one that's rounded up like that, the smudging brush, that's the most scratchiest so far, to be honest. So when I try to do that, but I'm sure it does a good job if you just tap and lay the product, but it's just a bit scratchy, you know. It's quite firm, but the only thing I would say is that it feels like it's scratching my skin a bit, you know, and irritating it slightly, yeah. But if you tap like that and you take a little product, because being dense, it picks up a lot more, and it would do a good job if you do it like that. Or if you want to correct under the brows a bit with some concealer, it would do that too. It's a good detail brush, it's just a bit harsh. Now I'll test the angled brush, and I am going to wet the brush because I want to do that using eyeshadow. I'm going to pick up some black. I feel a bit nervous, I haven't done this in months. So let me just lay out and see what this does. I feel like I want to go closer to the mirror because, you know, I wear glasses and I don't wear contact lenses because I'm a wuss, I can't put them in, and I gave it up, but oh no. Yeah, I need to see closer. You know, it's not bad. I think it does a good job if you use it like that, spritz it a bit and eyeshadow, but I think it's quite soft and I wouldn't rely on it to apply gel. Just a bit with eyeshadow, yes, and definitely for the eyebrows. I think it would be much suitable for the eyebrows than for precise application on the eyes, you know. So that being said, I'm going to try the other one, this one, the pointy one, which is the last brush in the set, and I am going to spritz it as well though because I'm working with eyeshadow. This is what I usually do anyway. Spritz a lot. I put eyeshadow on instead of eyeliner because since my eyes are hooded, it's just a more natural effect. It's easier to work with, and I'm going to take the same black. I don't know about this brush for this. It actually works worse. I don't know what I was thinking. No, I can barely place a line there. I have to really sketch it like that and drag the product. Less efficient for that, but I think it would work better if I would just apply in the inner corner a bit of, you know, I'm gonna just wash it and do that because this doesn't work well for this. So I just washed the brush real quick and it's still a bit damp, so I'm going to take a bit from the shiniest, sparkliest shade that I have here and just put it in the inner corner. But this being precise, it gets exactly into this little inner corner here in this, and it does the trick. I don't have any ideas how I would use this pointy one that I've used in the inner corner. Where else would I use this? Probably just to sketch a bit here on the lower lashes. It does work as well. Yeah, to put a bit of color, and then with your blend, it's just handy as well. It's not a bad brush, but it's bad for placing the eyeliner, I think. It might be. So let's do this, clean this for the eyebrows to be filled in. That's it, this is clean. Now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills, and hopefully the fact that it's damp won't get in the way of me trying to fill in my eyebrows. Having the spoolie at the other end is amazing. I do like brushes like that for eyebrows. Yes, it does work much better for the brows, this type of brush. You know what? I like what it did. Yes, it's a yes from me for the eyebrows. This is a good brush. I mean, look at my eyebrows, they're filled in. It's a good brush. The only thing that I would say is that the spoolie is a bit scratchier than the Anastasia, since I have the brush and I can compare. So there are other spoolies out there that are a bit softer, but it's not a biggie from me. For me, it's not a biggie. It's not a problem, a big problem. And this does the job very well with filling the eyebrows. And I did manage to also, you know, put some eyeshadow line on my eyes as well. So I have the description here, and actually says contour brush, powder brush. This one, the flat one, is the foundation brush, which I use it for, and this one is the blush brush. I should have used this for the blush. Let's put it on the cheeks. Oh yeah, it's soft. It's soft, but not very soft. It's slightly not very soft. Does that make sense? And it's a bit like firm, not firm, but I feel like, I don't know. Let me compare it here. I have a RMK brush. It's a Japanese brush, and of course Japanese brushes, I mean, I might compare it with, I'm not giving it any chance if I'm going to compare with the Japanese brush, but yeah, this is much softer. You see, look at this. Oh, soft. Yes. This one, no, not as soft. So if I compare with this one, this doesn't stand a chance, but in general it's all right for applying blush. God, I'm so red in my cheeks now. And this light doesn't help because it protects a lot of heat. So this is the blush brush. And this one, the white one, the first one that I used for my eyes, is the blending brush. The shader brush, which is the biggest for applying eyeshadow. The smaller shader brush is another shader brush. It's also a shader brush. And the smallest one, that is the scratchiest, like I said, the smudgy one, it's called eyeshadow brush. The one with the spoolie at the other end, it's an eyebrow brush. That's why it works for eyebrows the best. I didn't even look at this. And this is the lip brush. What? Of course, why didn't I think of that? What else can I use it for? For the inner corner, for the lips. I could put some lipstick on. I usually just apply this with the one, but for the sake of it, just take it. Makes sense now. Why didn't you know why I didn't think of that? Because I'm not that much of a lipstick wearer. Okay, or if I do wear, I apply it with my fingers or from the bullet. You see, I start from here. I mean, I should start from here, really. Oh, it's good. Look. So sharp, like pointy, that it gives you this cupid bow. Okay, let's just do some more. Oh yeah, I can now see. Oh, am I stupid? Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, it's a good lip brush. I mean, it gives you the definition, you know, if you wanted. I don't have patience to use brushes for lips. That's why I don't use. I suppose I'm quite blessed with having quite defined here as well. So I suppose that's another reason why I'm thinking, yeah, nah, whatever. But it does define. Look at that. I don't know what I would wish. It would be more fluffy and not as flat as this. Probably it's just personal preference, but it does work really well in terms of, is it good or is this SHID? No, it's good. It's good. It gives you the definition there, see? Like that. Okay, this is the 4th time when my camera switches off, so I'm a bit angry. Yes, this gives you, because it's pointy, like that, it's very, very pointy, it gives you the definition for the cupid bow. Cupid bow? Is that how you call it? Cupid bow. This thing here, like this. I don't know. Personal preference, I would prefer it to be for lips, a bit more fluffier, not this flat. But does it do what it says? Yes, it does. You know, it's a good brush. So for the price, what is the price? Let me look, because I wanted to be informed when I talk to you. £13.99 for £13.99. That's an amazing set of brushes, if you ask me. yeah, they're really, really good. And exception makes what I said about the bit scratchiness or the spoolie being a bit harder or harsh or whatever. And let me see what it says here. Ducare makeup brushes, 10 pieces in red, and it says made of high quality synthetic, no shedding, with the cruelty free bristles which are well made of soft synthetic fibers. You would feel amazing on your skin. Our brushes don't shed, they don't break, contains all the brushes you need, a case for you to carry, and most importantly, it's inexpensive. To be honest, they're not all synthetic. I can tell that this is not synthetic, this blush brush. It smells like goat hair, so just putting it out there. But yeah, it would do the trick. It would apply blush, it would apply contour, but I'm just saying that this is not synthetic. It smells like, slightly, not a lot. It smelled more when it was new, when I got it. I remember smelling it because I smell everything. I sniff them, I don't know why. It does smell like, I know how a goat smells because I've been in my grandma's village and she, you know, had goat, and I know how goat smells, and that's goat hair. So these brushes are really good for the price, and you also get this pouch to hold them in to travel with, or just not to mess up your bag if you choose to take them to go. You know, you put them in here. It's actually more room to put other things in here too, like a mascara or crayon or pencil. So this is where it stops, you see. So this is how much space you still have in this pouch. So that being said, I hope this video helped. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you also buy that brush, the stinky brush from Ducare? Oh my god, why am I dropping everything? This one that looks like it's been like in a murder scene, and I've put it in a bag for how you call it in English? Proof, for proof, you know? So now these are going to go in the bin because sadly I have nothing to do with it. And by the way, these two sponges along with the black one, that it is good, and this brush came together. I got them in a bag, they came like that. I got mostly for the brush. I love the chunkiness of this brush. It reminded me of Tarte brush that I had in the past, but I bought it from eBay, that Tarte brush that I had, so I don't know if it was real, but it shedded at some point and broke. Just this came apart. Yeah, anyway, it reminded me of that a brush that I did love whilst it worked, and that's why I got it. And it was very inexpensive as well, and I tested it for you as a bonus in this video. And yeah, this black Ducare sponge and the brush are good, but these two sponges in here, they're SHIT. I'm going to throw them in the bin along with this other brush that stinks like a wet wolf. Not that I sniffed a wet wolf, I wouldn't know how a wet wolf smells like, but it's like a wild animal of some sort that's been in the rain. It smells like that, but stinks. And the dye from the bristles comes right off. You see black water. So just so you know, let me know what you thought about this review, if it helps you. I hope it does, because I always look at reviews as much as I can before I purchase something. It's really nice to see, especially nowadays with, in general, the pandemic and the restrictions and not being able to test stuff how we used to in the normal days when life used to be normal. And therefore these type of videos do help a lot. Help me. So I hope it helped you as well, and sorry for speaking too much. I do get carried away because I have not many people to speak with nowadays, and I do miss socializing with people, so I do speak in front of this plastic object which is my camera. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this type of content, if you like me. I hope you do. And please like my video, and it encourages me, and leave me a hello down below in the comment section, and let me know anything, any questions if you have, any thoughts, hopefully kind, nice, let me know please. And it helps my channel a lot if I have comments as well, and likes and shares if you want to show anyone this video. And I kiss you, and I'll see you in my next one, hopefully. Bye.